How's it going, Laser Bruce? I'm Bobby Sixkilla, and welcome to Hellpoint. Now, this isn't an impressions video in the usual sense. Usually when I do an impressions video, it's going to be a blind first half hour to an hour-ish of a game. In this case, I've already finished this game twice. So that probably gives away what I think about it already. But Hellpoint is a pretty traditional Souls-like. There are some differences which we'll get into. I want to talk about it because I do very much like this game, and I think it is very good, and it's kind of flown under the radar. I think it kind of got overshadowed by Mortal Shell because they came around at similar times, but this did come out this year in full, so I definitely want to talk about it. Let's jump into a new game. Where are we going to go? Let's go Bruce, of course. And we're going to jump in. It is very much a classic Souls-like in a lot of ways. We will talk about what I like about it, what I don't like about it. I do have complaints, obviously. There are no games that I don't have complaints about, but all in all, I think it's a great game if you like Souls-likes.
Vermuchał! Resztę perchyj per pomre chrhui, są płękać rym. Per karabemuch, promusz moczyć, wresz wyperchyj. Pychu pożyczeniowania, nikczemna nowe.
Alright. I mean, we have played a couple of Souls-like games as well. We did play Code Vein. I don't play Dark Souls on the channel because I don't want to draw the ire of the Dark Souls community. That would be a big mistake. But in this case, it's basically what you would get if you took Dark Souls and fused it with System Shock. I mean, that sounds good on paper, right? Who doesn't love System Shock? Or Dark Souls, for that matter. I love both of those things. It's the setting of System Shock. It's kind of a lot of the plot of System Shock. But with Dark Souls combat for the, and gameplay, for the most part. I would be on my third run through with my other characters. I'd be at level 100 and something. So this is probably going to be a little bit challenging for me because I got a bit sloppy because I got so overpowered. And now I'm back to being a weakling. Welcome, Spawn. Indeed. Looks like we're gonna have to go through the tutorial again as well because I didn't go New Game Plus, but that's cool. That's cool. Hopefully I won't embarrass myself too much. One thing I really like about the game is that it's almost King's Fieldy in its hidden paths, and you know how in Dark Souls you have the walls that are breakable, or you know the walls you hit and they disappear. Well, you know how in Kingsfield you have all the you just check the walls and all of a sudden hidden passages open. It's like that. It's pretty much like that. It's unreal. Half the game is hidden behind hidden walls, which is really cool. It gives you a good reason to keep exploring. It really rewards exploration. The maps are, in my opinion, harder to navigate than in Dark Souls because they're harder to get used to because it's all very, I don't know, kind of, the setting's kind of samey compared to Dark Souls. Dark Souls is quite varied in its setting. Whereas this is a lot more samey. This is more like, that would be the kind of, I mean, that's the thing you get with a space-based game, right? Like, Prey is a good example. Prey 2016? Or 2017? I don't remember what it is. 2017, I think. That is an absolutely fantastic game. We haven't touched on that, but it is a brilliant game. I love Prey. But again, it's not very varied in its setting. It's kind of samey. But that's almost like you can't really do anything about that, being that it's set in space. Wait, there's a hidden... No, we can't go through there yet. So it's kind of part of the setting. Some of the differences this has with Dark Souls, like this is like a Kingsfield type hidden wall. Some of the differences between this and, say, Dark Souls is that in this game, there's a dedicated proper jump button. Like, I can just jump, just like that, you know? And you can jump very high. And because of that, platforming is kind of quite emphasized. There's a lot of platforming in it, which is good and bad. There's a lot of verticality to the maps, and a lot of platforming, which I like for the exploration, but also you have the same survivability from drops as you do in Dark Souls, which is kind of unfortunate, kind of a missed opportunity. Because you're really fragile when you fall in Dark Souls, but it makes sense because there's not a lot of jumping around in Dark Souls unless you're trying to reach secret shit anyway, you know? So you know the risks when you're doing it. In this case, you have to jump around everywhere, and there's a good chance that you'll fall and die. Like, you fall 10 foot, you're dead. Done. It doesn't matter how much health you have either, you are done. Which is kind of jarring when they want you to jump around heaps. But, you know, still pretty cool. Oh, one of the other big things is that when you rest at in this case you use breaches to rest. When you rest at a breach, the enemies don't come back to life. In Dark Souls, obviously, when you rest at a bonfire, everything comes back to life. In this case, they don't. If you leave an area, everything respawns. And if you pass the black hole area, which we'll talk about later, it doesn't actually have that big of an impact on the game, but we'll touch on it. That can respawn. Oh shit! That can respawn dudes as well, which can be kind of harrowing at times. The game is hard by general game standards, but by Dark Souls standards, it's not that hard. You know, it's Code Vein hard. It's not Dark Souls hard. It's Code Vein hard, which is, you know, oh, this is open. I don't think I've ever seen this open. Many enemies, many bosses might take more than one attempt if it's your first time ever fighting them, you know, because you got to get used to them. But once you're used to the pattern, and it doesn't take long to get used to the patterns in this, it's not that hard. Really, it's not. Other than that, there's not a hell of a lot of differences, honestly. To be completely fair, there's guns, obviously, set in the future and shit. I was thinking about doing a strength cognition build. Last time I played a strength dex build, because that's what I play in Dark Souls, and it made sense. But I want to use some guns. I want to use a gun, man. No, I don't have any bones. We need the fish guys for that. We'll get to that. There's another secret passage over here. Yeah, I got pretty used to the layout of the place, must admit, after 2 playthroughs. Oh, nice. Credentials already, and a coin. So the coins are just collectibles. You're meant to collect as many of them as you can throughout the game. You can craft gear. Oh shit, that's gonna kill me, isn't it? No, not quite. You can craft gear in the game, which I guess is different to Dark Souls. I just gotta think of all the differences to Dark Souls. See, there's a lot of this kind of platforming, like, I mean, it's 3D platforming, it's not bad. You don't have a lot of control, if that would be one of my complaints. They do expect a lot of platforming, and there's not a lot of control with your aerial movement. Aerial movement is hard, despite the fact that they expect you to do it a lot. It's hard to change course in midair. One of the other... Ow. One of the other... I'm used to having more stamina, obviously. One of the other big differences is that you have a... You notice the back attack still does back attack, it still does double damage, it's just not an animation. You have a off dash attack, so you can dash in, and then you can do a dash attack like that. It does more damage, It's really, really useful, actually. Like, it allows you to get at enemies' backs as well. We normally probably wouldn't be able to. So that's really good. Because you can dash into their back. The other thing you do is a jump attack. And whenever you like, because there's a dedicated jump button, you can pretty much jump attack whenever you want. Which is pretty powerful. It's nowhere near as powerful as the Dark Souls jump attack. But it ain't bad. And it's a good way to jump in and get a surprise on them. Oh, I'd say one of the big differences as well between this and Dark Souls. Sorry, I'm trying to formulate my words and play the game at the same time. Not the easiest. Not with a game where you have to actually concentrate. One of the other big differences is that in Dark Souls 1 specifically, which I play a lot of, I don't play a lot of 2 or 3, but I play a lot of 1. In Dark Souls 1, I use the shield a lot. I know, that's a real noob thing, noob move. I don't care, that's how I like to play it. I like to play heavy and shieldy. In this game, that's not really an option. It's more like Bloodborne, in a way. The shields are just... You know how in Dark Souls 1, it's specifically, you can shield normal enemies, but you can't really shield bosses. At least that's how I play it, because you don't have enough stamina to tank a heavy hit from a boss. They'll stagger you immediately, you know? So you have to roll bosses, but you can block regular enemies. It's like that, except in this game, everything staggers you. If you try and block any enemy, they will stagger you. And yeah, that makes it really not worth using the shield at all. It's just not worth it. There's nothing to gain from it, and only everything to lose from it, realistically. I really need to get, I need to go get my health back and level up. In all honesty. Where's the nearest breach from here? It's not very safe, the nearest breach, honestly. I might have to go back up, and we'll heal at the top, and then we'll come back down. What is gonna... Oh, I don't even remember how to get back up, honestly. I don't spend a lot of time in the embassy. Oh, actually... Oh, no, that's where the boss is. Never mind. That wouldn't be a good idea, would it? But yeah, I think that's about all I have to say about the game, honestly. So let's just play it for a bit and enjoy it and see if you think you'll like it. If you like Dark Souls, honestly, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't like it. It's not perfect, but not many things are as good as Dark Souls, and it certainly didn't have the team behind it that Dark Souls did. You know? It's not a AAA development. It was a game that was kickstarted though, so from my experience, Kickstarter games tend to have a lot of passion from the people that backed it, if you know what I mean. For better or for worse. Often as far as criticism goes. You know? I get that. You throw money at it because you believe in it and you want it to do good. It can be disheartening when it's not what you wanted it to be. I get it. I feel you. But I don't really know what they promised. All I know is what the end result was, you know? And as far as the end result goes, I'd say they did bloody well. The game's about 20 hours long, from my experience. 20 to 30 hours, depending on how much of everything you cover and how many secrets you go to, because like I said, half the game is secrets. You can not bother with the secrets, still finish the game. You only see half of the content, but if you like speedrunning or whatever, that's definitely a thing you can do, you know? Definitely a thing you can do. Grab this, open this. You know, I've never used that cross shield. I use the scrap shield all the way through. That's how bad shields were. I liked having the shield on because if you don't have a shield on, hitting the shield button triggers a heavy attack, I think, for your weapon. And I didn't want to hit that by accident. So I used to carry the scrap shield around because it's super light and just never use it. Rather than not carrying anything. We're just going to avoid this guy. Because he will kill the shit out of us. Straight up, bro. And I don't want to deal with it right now. Honestly. Alright. So this is back to the start. And our breach should be just down here. Oh, I forgot to open the doors. Ready for this? This is one of the most, like, spectacular parts of the game, in my opinion. Hopefully that guy doesn't come up and kill me from behind when I'm not looking. Oh, he's totally going to. Space whales! I love space whales, they're my favourite. Alright, we're gonna put some points into cognition, I think. Oh, actually, let's consume some actions. So actions are your souls, obviously. You probably gathered that already. We're gonna put 1 into strength, 1 into cognition, 1 into health. And what have we got left? Loads. I'd like to get cognition to 8 so we can use that weapon. Now we'll put 1 into stamina again. We only need enough to deal with the boss anyway, realistically. And the Archon's not exactly the strongest boss, so normally in Dark Souls that would have respawned all the enemies, obviously, because we just healed up and leveled up and shit. That shouldn't happen. In this case, it totally did. Maybe it's because I leveled up, I don't know. Actually, don't know what caused that. Oh well. It don't matter. Alright, we need to get through this because I was only going to do a half-hour episode, so we need to get shit done. Let's go kill the Archon, I suppose. Well, the enemies down here are dead, so I guess they just respawn over time as well. Just in general, I don't really know. You can't just stand around killing them because they will just keep coming back. But you know, at least you can heal without worry, I suppose. Have we picked up any other gear that we can use? I'd like some armor. I don't think we do though. No, we are armorless. Alright, well, looks like we're gonna roll like this. I think I was a bit stronger last time when I fought the Archon. Well, obviously the last time was New Game Plus. But the time before that, I farmed a bit around this area while I was trying to learn what I was doing. So I was quite a bit stronger when I fought the Archon. But we'll see what happens, you know, what's the worst that can happen? Oh, I'll tell you one of the other differences between this and Dark Souls is that you only get a couple of shots. Well, you can upgrade your Estus. In this game, I don't remember what it's called, healing module or healing injection. You can upgrade it so you get more shots, but generally it's lower shot than an Estus is late game. But fighting regenerates charges. So as long as you don't need to heal often, you can keep regenerating your healing charges so that you can use them over and over again, and then you never really need to go back and heal it all. Which is pretty cool. If you're really good, then you would never need to heal, you know? Alright, I'll probably be a bit quiet for this fight because I don't really know how it's going to go. Armed the way we are, and with as much health and everything as we have. That's why the dash attack's so good too, because you can just dash in for a free hit. Which is pretty strong, man. Because even if you're getting the shit kicked out of you, you can just... Even from long range, like that was quite far back. That was quite far back. And our attack's still connected. Ah, shit, he got us. She got us. Alright, we have really low stamina. I'm getting greedy, I must admit. Because I don't want this fight to take forever, you know? You know how it is. Getting greedy. Getting greedy, you just want to end it. You just want to deal with it. You just want to put it down. Move on with your life, you know? You know how it is. Come on. Attack me, you fuckwit. Okay, maybe don't attack me. Kinda wish I had armor now. Playing it too risky, man. Ah, oh, shit, he killed me. Come on. I'll bring you back up there. Okay, we are back at the boss. Now, unfortunately, as you can see in the top left-hand corner, when I mentioned the black hole lining up, it's lined up, and that means that more powerful enemies show up and events happen, and certain doors in the game can be unlocked with it. It's kind of the game's big gimmick. It doesn't actually add that much to the game, to be completely fair. I can take it or leave it, honestly, it's not a big deal. When it comes to the secret black hole doors that it opens, I think it's kind of annoying, because it means you have to be oftentimes, if you want to open a certain door, you need to wait in front of it for a certain amount of time, like quite a long time. It takes like an hour to go right round. And you have to be like lined up. You have to it has to line up before the door will open, which is really freaking annoying. As you can imagine, I just stand there, or leave the game on and walk away. That's not a good game mechanic where you have to like leave a game on and walk away to make it happen, make it do its thing. But that's one of my few gripes, that and the fall damage. Like I said, I like that it emphasizes platforming, because that's a different thing that Dark Souls really doesn't do that much, or any Dark Souls like, realistically. But it needs to like encourage that by not making the fall damage as bad as it is in other Souls-like games. But that's just my opinion. Just call me a big sucky asshole if you want, but it's my opinion. There you go. See, I'm not talking as much this time, and it's going a lot better. I got too talky and too greedy last time. Ah, shit. Don't want to mess it up for myself. Every time I start talking, I get myself murdered. Alright. Good. Dealt with. As you can probably tell by the severe lack of equipment I have right now, there's not a lot of gear to be had in the game, even as a whole. Like, there is gear to find, and such, but there's not that much of it compared to other Souls-like games. There's only a few sets of armor and a few lots of gear. So this is we're going to learn about the basic story now and the basic goal of the game.
Hello, I'm glad you could make it. I apologize for inflicting this hardship upon you, but it was necessary. As you can see, your arrival has occurred at a most dire time. This is your home, Irid Novo, the city of the stars. I am the author, and you are my spawn. I had to create you in order to have an immune specimen. You will bear the story of this place, so that it will never be forgotten. You will venture through Irid Novo, making your way, your own way, and searching for answers, and then report your observations to me. Exercise your free will, and quench your thirst for truth. I know it dwells within you, pushing you forward. Before you go, you may ask me any question you might have.
What's going on?
The merge happened. It is too soon to burden you with the details of this catastrophe. All I can tell you is that according to all available readings, we're the only sane survivors left on Irid Novo. Do not despair, for our purpose remains primordial. I am unwell and must rest soon. Do you have any other questions?
What's going to happen?
We can spend an eternity speculating. We are living through a very unique moment in time. I wish I could join you in your research. We need you to take refuge on Irid Novo and prepare yourself to venture forth and collect important pieces of intelligence scattered among the ruins. We cannot expect rescue, nor should we attempt to call for help. We must make the most out of the opportunity given us by our forefathers. Take refuge in the observatory, equip yourself, and venture forth to investigate the events on Irid Novo. We need you to collect data from the world and bring it back to me once you are done. Our story must never be forgotten, and we cannot let the project go to waste. We'll come back to this exact location when I summon you. Do you understand?
Yes.
You are the perfect specimen. Many horrors lie ahead, but I made you to be strong. I must leave you now and make the most of the time I have left. I'm sorry I cannot help you anymore. Remember this place.
Right, we really need to wrap it up, but we haven't really got that much done just yet, honestly. This. Oh, nice. We'll equip that. So the Omnicube's another thing that you have certain things you can do. It like has a flashlight for dark areas because it's kind of horror-y, so there's a lot of dark areas. It lets you teleport back to the breach like Homeward Bone. It's got quite a few things. There's an Omnicube light, quantum light that allows you to see hidden platforms because there's so much hidden shit in this game. It's unreal. What else is there? Yeah, there's a lot. There's jukebox ones that give you music. The way the story's told to you in this is very similar to Dark Souls as well. There's NPCs around and you have to exhaust your dialogue with them to learn more about the place and about the particular person. Certain people need to be talked to and their missions done to get the true ending. There are multiple endings in the game. If you want to get the proper ending, you have to do what they tell you. Some of them. They're all pretty ambiguous, just like Dark Souls. You can upgrade your gear here, which is nice. Like we're going to upgrade our pipe with the strength conductor, except I don't have any freaking axions, so that ain't going to happen. Where's the portal thing? Oh, we need to activate it. And that's the black hole, the titular... It's not titular because it's not in the name. Maybe that is the Hellpoint. I don't know. Maybe it is titular. But yeah. There we go. That's a breach. And you can teleport from this breach to any other breach that you synchronize. You have to use special items to be able to use teleportation. So it's a lot harder to get around, but so you have to pick your breaches that you want to synchronize carefully. You don't want to synchronize ones that are close together. You want to synchronize ones like one in each area or so, but you want to make sure that they're far enough away from each other that they're They're good locations to teleport to. All that sort of jazz. Yeah, no. I think we should probably wrap this one up here. I do want to keep going, but this is the kind of hub. This is the central hub. This is like Majula in Dark Souls 2. All the stuff is done from here. This is the only place you can upgrade your gear, your weapons. Down here you can print... I don't know why, there's two different kinds of printer in the game. But for some reason, in this area, and this I think is another problem with the game, just a very basic minor problem, but there are two printers where you can print new gear. One of them is in here. This is one of them. And the other one is the occult printing station, which there should be one here, in my opinion. I don't know why there's not one here. This is the central hub. There should be one of everything here. But there is not. You can make the officer's glaive. Oh no, we don't have the stuff. Oh, and here you can upgrade your healing items. By going upgrade healing method. The thing that allows you to upgrade your healing items, though, are very, very, very rare. You can jump down here for extra crap as well. And there's a guy you can talk to that can give you important items. You can trade for rations. I think I'm getting too ahead of myself now, honestly. But like I said, platforming is a big emphasis in this game, as you can probably tell. It was obviously something they wanted to be a main part of the game. There's 90% of the secrets in the game you will only find by jumping around on platforms and stuff. We'll grab that, we'll grab that. See, that's an Omnicube program, pathing. I actually never found out what they did. I've had it for yonks, but I have no idea what it does. None whatsoever. And there's this guy. Away. Stomach hurts. Can't eat others. Eat. Eat. Yeah, he can give you special items, important items later, if you trade him food. But he's no use to us right now because we don't have any food. Alright, we're going to wrap this one up here. Because I could just sit here and talk about it all day. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys saw enough to get an impression of what you thought about it. And yeah, if you want to see more, make sure you let me know. Because I'm down to play it a third time. I don't care. But otherwise, this is my take on Hellpoint. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I'll see you in the next one.